All right, it looks like I am live everywhere. Yes, this is Tammy Morrison, and I am live. Right now, I'm live on Facebook and on YouTube and on TikTok. So, welcome in. Thank you for joining. I'm going to pull a surrender card because I have not pulled one for today. So, y'all can be with me while I pull mine. If you would like to have a surrender card pulled, ask me. I'm going to pull this card for surrender for the collective. What do we most need to surrender? Spirit. And then I'm going to talk about affirmations because I have been seeing a lot of things on affirmations. And so I want to come through and give you some um, quick guidance on affirmations. So surrender your belief in scarcity. Surrender your belief in scarcity. Surrender your belief in scarcity. So the card says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So surrender your belief in scarcity. So let that go. So if you are at this place where you have this belief that, you're never going to have enough, you're never going to have enough time, you're never going to have enough money, that you always believe that scarcity is the way that it has to be for you, then that's not correct. So they want you to surrender your belief in scarcity. And so, what I want to talk about today is affirmations. So, a lot of times people talk about affirmations and they're talking about affirming, because what affirmations are is affirming your desires, affirming the things that you want. And so, as you begin to step into this place of, you know, asking for what you want and manifesting, because many people are at this space where, they believe that they can manifest, and so they start to create affirmations. And so when you create affirmations, though, the thing is you want to, because here's the thing, here's the reason why I came on here to talk about this, because I hear so many people saying, oh, I will have my house, or I will have my car, or I will have a, six-figure business, or whatever it is, so many buzzword things that people are saying these days. But whatever it is, they say they will have it. And so that is not the proper way to manifest. That is not the proper way to use affirmations. So the proper way to do that is to say that you already have it, to speak it as if you are speaking from that place. So if you are, like I'm going to use myself for an example. So I am desiring to have my home. I'm building a new home. I bought the land already. I'm building a new home. So what I have said is I love my new home. I love my new home. And when I say it, it gives me goosebumps, and it just makes me feel all giddy inside, because I have already in my mind been in this house. I've already been in it. I actually bought stuff for the walls already before I have built the house. I've already done some shopping for the house, okay? Because I've been in the house. I put myself in the house. So when I say I love my new home, it rings really, really different than if I say I am so excited to get my new home. You see what I'm saying? Because I already been in that house. I have already been in my spa pool, because what I did was I called for a spa pool because that is what I desire. I have been in a spa pool. And so what I did was I went and did the research on the spa pool, because, you can't get something if you don't know how to get it. So I did the research on the spa pool. I already found out how much that spa pool costs and everything that is involved in the spa pool. And so I have put myself in my mind's eye in that pool. So when I say my affirmations in the morning, and I say my affirmations in the morning, I say them, sometimes I try to say them before I go to bed or before I go to sleep. I don't always attain that, but that is a goal that I do. So I try to say, affirmations when I get up in the morning or when I get out of bed. And then I say affirmations before I go to sleep at night. That's my goal to do. But I also say them in the middle of the day. Sometimes I just have a thought and I say, oh my God, I love my spa pool because it feels magical. That is just so amazing how that water feels on my skin. You see what I'm saying? So when you come from that place and you begin to speak in that way, your manifestations will hit so amazingly. I am a living witness because when I began to speak in that way, I started studying Neville Goddard and Florence Scovel Shinn and Joseph Murphy and some of those old people, Reverend Ike, of course. I started studying some of those people and I started really seeing and understanding, how this process works. And so I am here to share with other people because I want other people to know how it works too. I don't want y'all to be running around here talking about I will have and you never get because will never come. You have to do it from a space of already having the thing. So like you already have that. If you are asking for a baby, see yourself rocking that baby. Go shopping for that baby. Go get some shit for the baby's room. See yourself rocking the baby. See yourself loving on the baby. Smell the baby. Put that stuff in your senses. As you do that, then your manifestations have to come. They will show up. They are already here. So when you begin to see that and feel that in your mind, and you begin to say, you know what? This is already done. Just like the world, just like this day is already done. This is why so many of you have deja vu moments, because you've already done this day. It's already done. You're just living it now. And the thing is too, y'all know we can live in parallel realities as well. I hope you do. But that's a whole nother live. I'm not even going to talk about that right now. I'm talking about affirmations and the proper way to say them. And so as you begin to create affirmations for your life, I would advise you to begin to create affirmations for your life. Create words that you are going to speak over your life, words that are going to open you up. Words that mean something, and also begin to put yourself in that place. Neville Goddard relays a story about how he put himself on the on the boat. He was trying to get on a boat to go, I think, to New York or something from Barbados, or maybe it was vice versa. But he was trying to go somewhere, and so he put himself on that boat. Every night he slept in the place where he was wanting to be. And so that is another thing that I recommend as you speak these words and you begin to put yourself in these places in your mind. I'm telling you, it works. As you begin to do that, as you begin to open up, as you begin to see that your words create your destiny. Because the Bible even says that death and life are in the power of the tongue. And y'all know what else? A couple of the other texts also say the exact same thing because I have read them. I read something out of the Torah, it said the same thing. I read something out of the Quran, it said the same thing. I read something out the New World Order, it says the same thing. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. So that means that you have the power in your mouth and your tongue in order to speak life or speak death. So what I say is when you do your affirmations, speak life. Know that you are speaking life. If you are speaking positive words over your life, if you are speaking things that you desire to do and places that you desire to go, in a way that you have already done that thing. I can't stress that enough, to use words and use feelings also to shore that up and back it up. When I say I love my spa pool, oh my God, I can feel myself in that spa pool because I love the water and I love to get in the pool or the beach or whatever. I love the water. So when I say I love my spa pool. And when I say it just like that from the heart, oh my God, I love my spa pool. And I'm so grateful for my spa pool. You feel it too. You feel my spa pool as well. So when you speak from that angle and you speak from that place, oh my God, things will really begin to open up in your life. I'm telling you. Now, okay, I have to, in full disclosure, say that sometimes as you begin to speak these things out, things begin to try to look a little crazy and a little wonky. But guess what? It doesn't stay that way. As you stay the course, because that's what you have to do. You got to stay the course. Because the thing is, people, you had so many years of saying all kinds of negative things and them that showing up in your life. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, but I said the things and negative things showed up and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but you don't know what you were putting in your vortex before you got to this place that you decided and that you shifted your mindset and you decided that you were going to speak the truth about yourself, that you were going to speak life, and that you were going to speak from a place of destiny, because that is what it is when you speak positive affirmations about over your life. When you speak life to your life, that's what you're doing. You're creating your destiny. Because regardless of what you think, you created this destiny that you're living before you got here, years before, more than likely. You created this destiny because you talked some shit out your mouth. So you really have to really the word says put a guard over your mouth. So you really want to put a guard over your mouth so that you can begin speaking positively over your life and not negatively. And also, when you catch yourself speaking negatively over your life, switch it. It's okay to switch it. It's all right. You can switch it. You can cut it off. You can even send it back. You can do all kinds of things in order to put yourself in the right positive vibration. I hope this is making sense because I felt, compelled to talk about this today, because so many people that I talk to embrace so much negativity. And for me, I can't do it and I won't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it, won't do it. If I find myself in that space, I just have to go somewhere till I can come out of it, because I don't do it. So I want you to begin to really opening your mouth and speaking positive things over your life, saying the things that you want to hear, saying the things that you want somebody else to say to you. Tell yourself you love you. Like I go in the mirror every day and I say, I love me some me. I said, Tammy, I love you. Tammy, I love you. And you can say that too. I mean, use your name and say, I love you. It's so simple and it means so much to you. You will be surprised if you do that every day, how it will make you feel and how much more positive you will become. And as you begin to open your mouth and speak those words of life over yourself, just speak the words of life over you. Speak them. Don't be afraid. I know a lot of people, when they begin on this journey, they're afraid. They're afraid to speak life over themselves. They're afraid to speak, things that they desire. I don't know what that's about, to be honest with you. I don't understand it at all. It's like what? Say what? However, I do realize that affirmations, and this is what I want to leave you with. Affirmations are the words that you speak over your life. The dictionary defines it as the action or process of affirming something or being affirmed. He nodded in affirmation. So if it's the action of affirming, what are you affirming? Are you affirming abundance or the lack thereof? And that's something that you can um, consider for yourself and you can talk to yourself about. So I talked about how we can create affirmations that work and how we need to make sure that I want to just reiterate this, how we need to um, tell ourselves from the place of already having the thing. That is really the key of creating affirmations that work. Already having the thing. And sometimes it can be difficult. I'm not telling you this is easy because I've actually done this. I actually do this on a regular basis. I have a running list of affirmations and I add to it. I don't usually take anything away, but I add to it when I create more affirmations or when more things show up that I need to speak life into. Then I create these affirmations. And so for me, I think I covered a little bit, but I'm going to share again an example for the people that are in the back. An example for me, like that I am speaking of right now, is I love my amazing house. I love my amazing house. I'm so grateful. And that's usually how I start, y'all. I start in, I guess I combine the gratitude with the affirmations, but I start with I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I love my new house. My new house was easy to get. I found the perfect house at the perfect price. The floors are beautiful, just what I desired. My spa pool feels magical. I love the way it feels on my body. Oh my God. You see what I'm saying? And so when I do that and I put the feeling into it, and I put that, to me, that is the magic, because the feeling is what's going to help you to take you to that place. And so if you will go there, and also I try to take myself to that house in my mind when I go to sleep. So I try to sleep in that house. I don't always achieve it because sometimes I just go to sleep. But sometimes I am able to put myself in that house, sleeping in my bed in that house, and that is something that I absolutely love. I love it. I love how that works, put myself in that place, and when I think about it, I've actually done this my whole life. I've done this my whole life. I just didn't realize what I was doing. And so now it's like, consciously manifesting and consciously using affirmations so that they start to work for you. Because I'm telling you, when you begin to speak it, people will look at you because things will begin to show up for you like magic. Because you are speaking life into your circumstances. You're speaking life into your body. You're speaking life into your cells. You're beginning to move in ways that you didn't know you could move. Things will begin to show up in your life that you only dreamed of, and you were only wanting, you know, these things to happen, but you didn't know how to connect the dots. So now today, you're going to connect the dots by using affirmation and speaking life over your circumstances, speaking life over your body, speaking life over your health, speaking life over your desires. So whatever it is that you desire, when you start coming, hey, how you doing? Hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. Um, but just speaking life and actually, you know, telling yourself, telling source, telling the universe, telling whatever the God of your own understanding is, but telling them, yes, I'm going to do this thing. This is what I desire. This is who I am. This is who I am. This is who I am. So as you get to that space and as you begin to um, really understand, you know, how the words of your mouth frame and create your life. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm telling you, when you start doing that and you start to see the things, make sure you send me a message. Reach out to me and share that with me, because I love to hear, how people begin to manifest using these techniques and these tools that I'm sharing. So again, thank y'all for hanging out with me. I gotta go because I have a sister circle that is happening in Tacoma today. So if you are a sister and you are wanting to come to my circle, it is at Crescent Moon Gift Shop in Tacoma, and it's today at 5:30. So I got to go and start getting ready for that so that I can have everything prepared for the ladies that are going to come. I'm super excited about that. Also, if you are a lady and you want to join my meetup where I'll be doing virtual circles, that would be great. I would love it. I'm actually going to drop the link in the bio on TikTok, probably also maybe on Instagram. I don't do a lot of Instagram, but I'll drop it on Instagram as well. And I'll put it in the comments on Facebook. And if you are looking at you from YouTube and you want to join, then just reach out or comment on a video or something, and I'll come back and drop the link for you and all that. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So many different moving parts and pieces. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. I absolutely love when you guys join me, especially for my Tuesday healing chats, because that's basically what this is. Today we talked about affirmations. I'll be back on Thursday for my Thursday healing chats, and I'm going to start talking about I'm going to start going into talking about the chakras and the sacred archetypes, and I'll be doing that, covering that with these healing chats as we go along. This was a part of it. I wanted to talk about affirmations, and then I think next week I'll start on the chakras and the archetypes and different things like that you want to know as you're on your spiritual awakening journey. And if you are looking for healing sessions, you can join me. A theta healer, a sacred soul alignment practitioner, radical guardian practitioner. I have certification in coaching, Kundalini Reiki. Kundalini Reiki master teacher, and quantum Reiki master as well. So all of these different modalities, which really just combines all the energy work that I do. So if that is something that you are looking for, I do have a 6-week program, Journey to Radical Acceptance, that I am taking applications for. It is starting in May. So I'm super, super excited for that program. It is 6 weeks, and it's going to be a small group program. It is in the beta, so it's really, really cheap at this time. So I'm super excited for it. And there also are payment plans available. So that is something that you're looking for, or if you just need some general guidance, I have that also as well. I also do DNA activation, which is a whole separate process, but that is included actually in the 6-week program, the Journey to Radical Acceptance. 6 weeks. And you also get your DNA activated as a part of that program. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and joining me. Oh, and I also have the Healing Hub. I am taking founding members for that. And that is just where we'll do healing. I'll come in and do healings once a week. And we'll also, I'm going to say healings / trainings, because some of it's going to be healings and trainings, but I will be coming in there and I'll be doing something with you guys once a week. In the Healing Hub, you also have access to me via email or text, or however you want to reach out. And every month I will choose somebody from the group, random. There'll be a random choice from the group that will get a healing session with me. So if that is something that you are looking for, I'm looking for founding members for that hub. It's called the Healing Hub, and it's $33 a month. So I'm super, super excited for that. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll be back on again, as I said, on Thursday. Wednesday nights, also I do on Facebook. I do a show, Ebony and Ivory on Spiritual Growth, with my Ebony and Ivory partner, Megan Marie. So we'll be on Wednesday at 5 o'clock Pacific time. So I think so. So anyway, so join us. And then Friday I do a show with Latasha, talking shit with Tammy T and LT. It is a spinoff from my show as well. So we'll be on there talking about the healing power of sharing our story. We're going deep on different things to help people to understand that nothing that you have gone through um, is bad. Everything that you go through is a lesson. It's something that's going to help you in some way or another. So again, thank you so much for hanging out and joining. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, weekend, whatever it is. Um, Bye now.